Students, you know that we perceive the light energy with our eyes. You know that the eyes perform as a sensor in our body that detects light. So it is very important to study what does eye do, how does it form, and what is the structure and how each and everything in the eye works. Okay, so here is the eye diagram of us, that what is in our eye. Okay, yes, our eye is a spherical ball that is fitted inside the skull of us. Okay, so this spherical ball is a part of our brain and our skull, and that makes us see things. Okay, what does this filled of? This fills of various hormones. Okay, this is a part that you can see the red one is also a hormone type, and the first one you can see with the blue color, it's also a jelly type. Okay, that first part that you see that is filled with the blue color is known as aqueous humor. Okay, what do we call it? Aqueous humor. And this one that you can see with the red part, it is known as vitreous humor. Okay, so these are two major parts that you can see that fill the spherical ball, like your football. Your football is filled with air. Okay, in the same manner, these eyeballs which are fitted, these are filled with these two liquids. Okay, so aqueous humor and vitreous humor are protein liquids, and they gives us very good benefit. Like protein is here, so the build-up of all the eye structure is very good, and that protein structure will give you the energy by receiving it from your food, and then your eyes will work properly. Okay, now let us see one by one the part of each of the cornea, like iris, pupil. What are these things? Okay, but this is the mainly structure of our eye that is fitted, and only the front part of it. Like if I will show you only this part of the eye, you can see from your face. Like if you are looking in your face inside the plane mirror, then you will see this part only, not this part, because it is inside the skull. Red part is it inside the skull. Okay, so let us see one by one what are the parts of the eye. So the first part of the structure of our eyes is the cornea. So what is it? It is the outermost layer of our eye. As you can see your eye, so here is a transparent thing that is present on your eye. Like you can see just a thing that is in a circular shape, and the thing, like if I am drawing the eye part, you are able to see is this only. But there is one transparent layer on the above of it, and that is known as cornea, and it is the toughest thing which helps us to protect the outside small particles, and it would not let it enter inside the eye. Second part is the iris. Iris is the circular part that you are able to see, and this is a colorful part. Okay, like different people are having different color of iris. So this part of iris is actually able us to perceive the light, like how much quantity of light is getting enter into the eye is controlled by this iris. How does it happen? Because it is a colorful structure. Okay, that is a part thing, and the color is because of the genes. Like your father, like your mother or grandparents are having such kind of eyes, then you would maybe perceive that similar eye color. Okay, that is another thing. But what does this do? Okay, inside it, let me tell you, inside it we are having a pupil. Okay, so pupil, yes, here it is. So pupil here, if you see your eye closely, students, you will see that inside this circular thing you are having a black spot. Okay, black spot, अगर आप उसको बहुत ध्यान से देखोगे, colorful eyes में भी black spot is actually known as pupil. Now, the part of iris is actually controlling the pupil. Okay, what does iris do? Control the pupil. Now, pupil is something like a hole inside the iris. So light does enter through this pupil only. Okay, light is not entering from the iris. Like if it is said like this, no, this is wrong. But it would only enter through pupil. But the size of the pupil would be controlled by the iris. So in iris, the small opening is known as pupil, and that pupil is controlled by the size of iris. Okay, let me tell you one example. Like someday आप बहुत धूप में खड़े हो, fine, and suddenly from that bright day and you are entering inside your house. And ऐसा होता है कि हमें कुछ नहीं नजर आता है. You won't be able to see anything. Fine. So when coming from the bright side of a day and to the dark side, like little bit of dark, so you won't be able to see the table, the things, and it will take some minutes to see. What is going to happen here? Like iris is controlling the quantity of the light that is entering inside the pupil. The only work of pupil is that it takes the light to enter inside the eye. Okay, so now this pupil is opened and closed by this iris. And if we are standing in a bright day, like a lot of light energy is coming, so lots of light may damage our eye. Okay, because it is lots of energy it contains, so it may damage our eye. So our eyes are so intelligent, even our whole body is so intelligent that it controls how much light should be entered into the eye. Fine. So the quantity of the light, it get measured by the iris. Okay, this part. So the how much light should be enter into the eye is now controlled. Like you are standing in a bright day, so little bit of amount of light should be entered. So it contract itself. It will contract, the iris will contract itself, and itself like pupil will have the small size. Okay, now pupil will get the smaller in size. Only the size of pupil will get small or large, not the size of iris. Iris will remain in the same size, but it will help in contracting itself, so the pupil size will get less. Okay, like in a bright day, it is opening is like this. So now the person who is coming inside the dark room, now it may opening the pupil like this. Okay, so that why in dark it does happen, because iris wants now lots and lots of light should come, and we should not like strike, or we should not collide with any other thing because it is dark. So our body is so intelligent that more and more light should be coming through the pupil, so that we would able to see the things clearly. Okay, so in daytime, and like if you are standing in a proper night time, not with the light also, not with the house light also, then our eye size would get, pupil size would get like this because of iris. And in daytime, if you are standing in a sunny bright day, then you will see that your pupil size would get less. So students, the next thing we are having is the lens. Lens is what? Lens is a proper lens that is given by the nature to us, and it is situated behind the pupil. Okay, so let's suppose here if this is an iris part of our eye and we are seeing the eyeball from the side view. Okay, so if this is a iris ball and at the back of it we are having a lens part. Okay, this lens is used to adjust itself, and it is adjusting itself so that the distance of the object that we are looking at can be focused properly. Okay, like suppose you are putting your phone or the laptop right now at this position. Okay, so according to that, and suddenly if your mom calls you right now, okay, so you have to suddenly look at your mom. Okay, now the position of the seeing things, like you are seeing at your notebook right now and suddenly at the distance object, then suddenly this size of the lens would get resized itself. Why? Just to focus the light on the retina. Yes, so retina is the main thing. through which, up to which we need to focus the light which is entering from the outside world, it should be get focused at this point, at this layer of the, anywhere at the layer of this eye part, at the back side of the eye part. Like if we are having an eyeball diagram like this, so here would be the retina part, somewhere here. Okay, like this is the eyeball, and I have made the diagram like this, so I must say that this is the part of iris, and here we are having a eye lens, and it get adjust itself with the help of ciliary muscles. Yes, one more thing you get to know, that ciliary muscles are working behind the lens that helps it to adjust itself just to focus the light. Focusing light. Okay, focusing light से अब आप क्या समझ रहे हो? जैसे आपने एक एक्सपेरिमेंट किया होगा with the help of a microscope. Okay, जैसे एक छोटा सा जो माइक्रोस्कोप इंस्ट्रूमेंट आता है, आप उसको क्या करते हो? With the help of that, जो सन रेज आती हैं, आप उसको पेपर पे फोकस करवाते हो. That all light should meet at one point. So by doing that, you will see that suddenly the paper start burning. Am I right? Okay, now you would be able to see that in the same manner, the light which is coming from here will get focus itself and fall on the retina part. Okay, so this is the manner through which, with the help of lens, the all light which is coming parallel and get diverge or merge itself and focus at the one point. It depends on the object where it is situated. If the thing it is situated near, then this is getting broader, and the thing which is situated at the far distance, this lens will become thinner. Okay, so this is the part of the lens, that how does it work and where does it situated. Okay, so here is the diagram. See students. Now coming to the next part, retina. Retina, I have told you, where does it situated? At the back side of the eyeball, and the layer that is back on the eyeball is known as the retina. Here we are having two kind of cell. Why does retina is so good? That it helps us to see things. What is happening here, that we should focus all the light here only. Here we are having two kinds of cell. Okay, cells, you have read about the cells in the biology also, right? So here we are having two types of cells, that are rods and the cones. Okay, so rod and cones here are the two cells. Rods help us to detect the intensity of the light, that the light is brighter or dimmer. Okay, जैसे बहुत तेज रोशनी है और बहुत कम रोशनी है, वो हम रॉड से पता करते हैं. रॉड सेल्स होते हैं हमारे ब्रेन में, वो हमें सिग्नल्स देते हैं. एंड कॉन्स आर यूज्ड टू सी द कलर्स, टू डिटेक्ट द कलर्स, कि ये ग्रीन कलर का है, दिस इज रेड कलर, दिस इज ब्लू कलर. ये सब किससे आइडेंटिफाई कर पाते हैं हम बच्चों? विद द हेल्प ऑफ कोन्स. Students, the last part of the structure of the eye is the optic nerve. Okay, now the use of optic nerve. Where does it situated? So optic nerve is used for the sensation felt by the nerves and are transmitted by it to the brain, and it is all done by the optic nerve. Again, let me tell you, it is a structure of our eye and side view of the eyeball, and here is a optic nerve present. This is a optic nerve. So the part of the optic nerve is transmitting the signals to the brain. Yes, it is getting the view that whatever we are looking here, and here is this lens of the eye. So whatever which is focused here on the retina, the cells here get transmitting the information to the information here getting through the optic nerve, and this optic nerve taking this all information to the brain, and now the brain could detect what we are able to see. Okay, now this concept makes you clear that one thing here, the thing which we see, actually we are not seeing through our eyes, actually we are seeing through our brain. The thing is just sent by the eye. Eye is just a structure which is helping us to getting the information. Okay, but the main motive that has been cleared is because of brain. That what we are seeing, who is sensing it? It is only and only sensed by brain. Like in sound chapter also we have heard. So this thing, ears are just machines that are taking informations and that again get transmitted to the brain. Now our brain going to recognize what we have heard right now. Okay, so this is the all diagram as you can see, and again we are going to revise it. Retina, I have told you, here is the retina that has been made here. So this is the particular layer. It is just not situated at one point. Okay, so this whole layer is called to be known as the retina. Okay, cornea is this part, this thing which is surrounded to all the part of here. This is the cornea, that is a tough membrane which do not allow the small particles to enter into the eye. Okay, so this is the protecting layer we are having around the eye. And now see this liquid. The earlier the thing between the cornea here and the situated here, okay, the blue part, that is aqueous humor, and that aqueous humor contain protein gels. Okay, now beside that we are having iris. As you can see, two parts here like this, like it is like this, and two parts like this. So this is iris. Okay, it controls the opening and closing of the pupil, and the center part, that is the vacant part here, the blank part here, is actually pupil. Okay, and beside that we are having the lens like this, yellow color thing. You can see in the diagram that yellow color thing is the lens, and that lens actually helps us to focus the light on the retina. Okay, so and with the help of ciliary muscles, so all the light that is coming from the outside get entered into the retina and focused on the retina, and with the help of this optic nerve we get to know what we have seen right now.